I really run around like an idiot getting ready before I do these videos. Like back and forth, preparing and getting what I need to do. So today, I didn't write anything. Topics. I have a story of something that happened to me yesterday to prove what I said the other day about wearing masks. Number two we're going to talk about is I have something to say about videos that people make. And also something, I've spoken to a few family members, and since I don't have children, I've never thought of this, but they brought it to my attention, so we're going to go over something with that. First off, I am all with it now, everywhere. I cannot be more clear than that. I am him, everywhere. Seriously, everywhere. That's as clear as I can make it. Can't make it any easier than that. Now, we're going to be doing another video soon we're going to need to do a recap of the Brit words. We're going to go over British words. We haven't done that in a long time. So yesterday, I don't need that paper. I didn't write anything, just topics. I'm driving my motorcycle down the road. I never tailgate, never, because I'm not in the mood to rear end somebody and get fucked up. In simple terms, I value walking, so when I ride my motorcycle, I don't ride it like an asshole. Okay. Just pardon me. So yesterday I was maybe 8 or 9 car lengths behind this person in the van. As we're driving, I see a big waft of cigarette smoke come out his window. Again, we're like 9 car lengths apart. With the wind, I got wafted in the face with that cigarette smoke from him. And I was way further than 6 feet. Way further. That cleared some distance right there. Seriously. If I'm smelling it, I'm breathing it in, whatever he blew out. Alright, given when people smoke cigarettes, they take deeper breaths and blow out bigger breaths. You know, when you're breathing normal, it's shorter breaths. Not as long pulls as it is with somebody smoking a cigarette. But still, that was a very far distance to travel, and I was grossed out after I inhaled his nasty cigarette smoke. I thought I was going to die. I don't want to wear a mask outside. I want to make that very clear right now. I hate wearing those masks. They make me hot. They make me sweaty. But my point is this. If the governor says to wear it and just shut the fuck up. There's enough going on to where we don't need to listen to fucking you with your, oh, I'm American. This is a free country. I could do what I want. If you talk like that, can I tell you something? You are an asshole. And I already know the type of person you are in life and with your relationships. You get along with no one. You are always fucking miserable. Wear the mask. Shut the fuck up if the governor says it. Get over it. And trust me, I am not for the government. Like I said, they're a legalized mafia. I could tell you some stories that has to do with my store, which I am going to get into. You know, that's one thing I never really talked about on here in the beginning when I was doing story time. I never really talked about my store. I have some very interesting stories to do with the government about them. Very interesting ones. See, I'm getting all worked up again, look. At least you know it's authentic, what I'm doing, and at least I have passion for what I'm doing. Pardon me, I have to get a paper towel. So, I got a pimple. Look, right here. And I've been fucking with it. See it? Yeah, I think it was an ingrown hair. I don't know. I also decided I'm going to get my tooth fixed. If you don't know, 2006 I got ran over on my motorcycle. I've had my tooth fixed maybe 2 or 3 times now, and it always just whittles the fuck down. See? So I'm gonna go get it fixed, because when I look like this, I look like a snaggle tooth. Okay. But do I really care? No. No. I don't give a shit. If I did, I would have gotten it fixed a long time ago. The only true reason why I'm going is actually I would like to get my teeth cleaned. So I figure while I'm there, I might as well give my tooth a bit of a bloody fixing now, mate. Hey. Alright. One story down, that took up 1/3 of the video. Let's move on. What did I write? Oh, let me talk about watching other people's videos. Women have such a bigger advantage over men. Let me tell you why. Because men are much, much more hornier idiots. Because they have testosterone. So most men will watch women just because, well, they probably want to sort themselves out. Properly, actually. They want to give themselves a bit of a wank. Point is this. So I was watching some videos earlier, and it amazes me because the whole time all she was doing was playing with her hair, and then this is the kicker. This is what I hate, because this is so unnatural. This is not what you look like. I don't understand why you do it. You don't look sexy. You will never catch me doing this. But when they do a video and so many people watch, it proves my point that they're horny idiots. If she's just playing with her hair, going like this, and pushing out her lips and scrunching her forehead, not sexy to me. You look like a fucking idiot. So when a whole bunch of people watch that stupidity, it's for one reason. Because guys want to sort themselves out, like I said before. They want to give themselves a bit of a wank, mate. They want to give themselves a proper wanking and sort themselves out. Women have a much bigger advantage. Actually, that's why when I owned my store, I actually always hired women first. Most men are construction workers, most men do yard work, and most men are mason, most men are plumbers, so therefore, when they go out to eat lunch during the day, I'm sure they'd rather see women instead of hairy-ass men. So yeah, women, way bigger advantage. It's way easier. All you need to do is round up some horny men, and you're good to go. Come on. Enough with the... First off, doing this. See, I never do this. Doing it right now is only for the video. Let me show you something. Do you really want to keep doing this and get, not wrinkles, do you want to get creases in your forehead because you think it looks sexy in a picture to do this? There is nothing sexy about scrunching your forehead. Look at me. Do I look better? No, I don't think so. I think like this with my forehead nice and even with no wrinkles or crinkles or creases. Yeah, I prefer that. You look like an idiot, I'm sorry. And this is to a lot of people. I was scrolling down the timeline and I noticed it, and it's just, well, you look like a fool. Okay. Next part. I don't have kids. And before I let you say this, let me say this. There is never any reason to get mad at my videos. My videos are, since Facebook is so boring, oh, it's so truly boring. There's nothing entertaining when I scroll down it. It's a struggle to watch mostly other people's videos. I have to force myself to watch it to the end. It's not entertaining to me. Even given, with that said, I'm going to read what I wrote. I did write a paragraph about this. For everyone who takes their kids to someone else's house, now whether you're related to them or not, does not matter. You go to someone else's house with your heathens, You should respect what that person wants done in their house or after the fact, because most kids will leave a house like fucking in shambles. Now, everyone always thinks their kids are extra special and put on a pedestal and think, how dare you say something to my kid that way? Who are you to say that? You're the same person that's always arguing about what I talked about before. Always angry. Your kids are not extra special where you can go to someone's house, not listen to their rules, and not clean up after your little heathens. Too many people think their kid is, well, I've been thinking of a proper word this entire, I can't think of one. They think their kid is, the boss? I don't know. They possibly so. Some kids are the boss in the house. Parents, they just, because it's their kid, they feel they can just let their kids do whatever they want because it's their kid. And if anyone else says anything to them, or reprimands them, or says anything because they're doing something wrong, the other parent will get mad and fucking be like, oh, how dare you say something to my kid? Well, guess what? If you ain't fucking doing it, someone's got to do it. And if you're at someone else's house, well, that's just bullshit. Say, for instance, let me give you an example. If you take your kid to someone else's house and say you have a little boy, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 years old, somewhere around there. And even if you're a family member, and the other family member has 2 little girls, let's say aged between 5 and 8 or 9, okay? And the person's house with 2 little girls says to the other relative, please put clothes on your little boy because I have little girls that don't need to see that. And if the person with the little boy puts up a fight and says, oh, I don't care, I'm not putting clothes on, blah, 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 and puts up a fight with you, see, you're the asshole. Respect the person's house. Put clothes on your fucking kid. And then, another thing, when you take your kid to people's houses, clean up after your little monster. No one wants to clean up after little fucking Billy and Tommy. I mean, seriously. Didn't even realize any of this until a couple of my family members brought this to my attention, that a lot of people do this with their kids. Again, what I say here, this is just, it's entertaining topics of my opinion, but some of them aren't really entertaining, they're pretty serious. But anyway, this is all meant for entertainment. This is to entertain you. Again, this Facebook is boring. I only say stuff to make you want to think. Never any reason to get angry. But again, like always, assholes will be blocked because, I don't have time for assholes. Like I said, this was only brought to my attention because I was speaking to a couple family members and they said a lot of people's parents will do this with their kids. When you go to someone else's house, you need to respect their house and their rules. It's very simple. Just listen to them. You don't put up a fight and argue with them at their house. And when you go to someone else's house, it's respectful to clean up after your kid. Unless they say, no, don't worry about it, I have it. But everybody really does. Don't get me wrong, if I had a kid, I'd protect it to the end of earth, but I wouldn't let him run rampant, or her, and be an asshole. Do you know what they're gonna grow up to be like if you entitle them like that? That entitlement of like never being wrong and to be able to do whatever you want, and if someone says something to you, how dare you? Who are you to say something to me? Wow. Ah, man, you're raising that motherfucker kid to, no, that's not gonna end well. It's not gonna end well. Okay, right arm mark. Now I'm all fucking sweaty. I have to go rinse off again or something. Or dry myself off. I hate sweat like motherfucking bullets, mate. Look at the shit in my look.